start streaming now if you want to. Isaac, we're starting to stream now. We are officially starting.
Okay.
Go ahead, Andy. They're going to start pretty quick.
Okay. Welcome back to the MCC Tiger Softball Complex as we are continuing coverage of the Iowa State Community College Athletic Conference Softball Tournament. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here as this is an elimination game. It's the losers bracket championship between Iowa Western and Southeastern. The winner of this game will play Indian Hills coming up at 1 o'clock in the championship game. And the winner of this game will have to beat Indian Hills twice to win the conference championship. So let's take a look at the starting lineups first for the visitors on the scoreboard at Southeastern. Ashley Rosado will be the designated player. She'll lead off. The flex player is the pitcher, Kellen Powell. Heather Geiger, the center fielder, will bat second. Chase Lowney, the third baseman, will hit third. Taylor Pottorff is the catcher in the cleanup spot. Izzy Collins is in right field, batting fifth. Cameron Bailey, the left fielder, hits sixth. Sadie Smithberg, the second baseman, bats seventh. Laura Pence is the first baseman, hitting eighth. And Katie Price is the shortstop, batting ninth. For Iowa Western in this one, it'll be Carly Benes to lead it off in left field. Lily Gregory is the center fielder, batting second. Tyler Lee, the shortstop, will hit third. Cassidy Beebe, the catcher, is in the cleanup spot. Sydney Reamer, the pitcher, bats fifth. Allison O'Driscoll is the designated player, batting sixth. For Madison Kim, who's the flex player / first base. Natalie Gunn is the right fielder, batting seventh. Alyssa Maldonado is the second baseman, batting eighth. And Logan Brown is the third baseman, batting ninth. Iowa Western is coached by Ben Greer, and Southeastern coached by Melissa Flores. As the Reavers taking the field here for this elimination game. The winner moves into the championship. The loser's season comes to an end. They met to start off the tournament yesterday, and that game was won by Iowa Western. They defeated Southeastern 8-3. In that matchup, the Reavers pitcher Sydney Reamer pitched a complete game, allowing just 4 hits and 3 runs while striking out 9. And the big hits for Iowa Western in that game were home runs. They got 2 big home runs. One a 3-run homer by Lily Gregory and one a grand slam by Tyler Lee. And then Southeastern had to rally against MCC in the bottom of the seventh to be able to even get to play in this game, as MCC led Southeastern 3-2 in the seventh with 2 outs. And we will take a break for the national anthem and be back with this elimination game. as we're getting set for this elimination game. Iowa Western in their pinstripe blue and Southeastern in their black with white and red. As we said before the national anthem, Southeastern had to rally past MCC to be able to play in this game. MCC held a 3-2 lead going to the bottom of the seventh, 2 quick outs, and then Ashley Rosado, who will lead off the game, cracked a solo home run to left center field to tie it. And then later in the inning, Cameron Bailey won it with a walk-off single. And we'll see how that affects Southeastern. Iowa Western played Indian Hills in a thriller yesterday. Only 1 hit allowed by the Iowa Western pitcher, Julie Katz, but it was a home run. And Indian Hills won that matchup 1-0. So Iowa Western trying to win here today to get back and play Indian Hills again. Southeastern would like to play Indian Hills as well, as that would be the championship game. It'll be Rosado to lead it off for Southeastern as we are set to get this one underway. Iowa Western around the outfield. Carly Benes is in left, Lily Gregory is the center fielder, and Natalie Gunn is in right. And the first batter will be Rosado. She's the designated player. She drives one out to left field. Back it goes. Benes still going towards the fence, and she reaches up and makes the catch. So the first ball of the game, first pitch, and Rosado drives one out to the fence. But there to make the catch is Carly Benes. And now will stand in Heather Geiger. Likes to put the ball in play. That pitch misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. Reamer again pitched the 8-3 complete game win over Southeastern yesterday, only allowing 4 hits. The 1-0 pitch, and that misses off the outside. 2 balls and no strikes. And a 2-0 delivery from Reamer. And that misses outside as well. So 3-0 on Geiger. She does have 20 stolen bases if she gets on. Only been caught once. On deck is the third baseman, Chase Lowney. The pitch from Reamer missed outside, so a 4-pitch walk after the long flyout by Rosado. And a quick visit to the circle by the catcher, Cassidy Beebe. At third base for the Reavers is Logan Brown. Tyler Lee is the shortstop. Alyssa Maldonado is at second. And Madison Kim is over at first. Cassidy Beebe is behind the plate. Chase Lowney will stand in. She had a double yesterday off of Reamer. And she takes a strike on the inside corner. So no ball, 1 strike count in this elimination game. The winner moves into the championship. The loser's season comes to an end. Southeastern's won 1 elimination game. This is Iowa Western's first elimination game of this tournament. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. On first base is Geiger. She does have speed, so we'll see if she's going to be on the move here. The 1-1 missed away. 2 balls and a strike. So Reamer right now having trouble getting it over the plate. And the count is 2 balls and a strike on Lowney. And that missed in. 3-1. So 3-1 count. As Reamer trying to gather herself in the circle. And the pitch missed in, ball 4, so back-to-back walks. We'll set up runners on first and second with just 1 out. And a quick visit to the circle by Coach Greer. So not messing around here. He's out to talk to his pitcher. Just a quick word, and that'll bring in the catcher, Taylor Podorf. She'll stand in with an out and runners on first and second. The only out of the game thus far was the long fly out by Rosado. And again, missing inside is Reamer. She's tried to hit that inside corner. Really's only hit it maybe once. Hodor from Fort Pierce, Florida. The 1-0 count. And that hits the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Reamer's able to get one over. Top of the first inning here in this elimination game. The 1-1 pitch. It's a little ground ball towards the Iowa Western dugout and foul. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. For the first time today, Reamer is ahead of a Southeastern hitter. She struck out 9 Blackhawks yesterday. This ball's popped up, and that's going to be out of play. We'll stay at 1-2. Another 1-2 pitch coming. Hodorf hits one out to deep center field. Gregory over into right field will make the catch. And the runner trying to tag went late to throw the tag, and she is safe. As able to make it is Geiger. Didn't get a good start on that as Gregory started in left center and ran all the way into right center to make the catch. And there's 2 away as the right fielder Izzy Collins will step in. Collins, a sophomore from Ames, takes up for a ball. Coming into the tournament, Collins, a .359 hitter, driven in 13, normally the leadoff hitter. Moved down here to the 5 spot. The count goes to 2 balls and no strikes as Indian Hills has arrived. And the 2-0 pitch showing bunt, pulling back, and that's high. 3 balls and no strikes. Runners on first and third. On deck is yesterday's hero, Cameron Bailey. She had the walk-off single to put Southeastern in this game. There it hits the outside corner for a strike. A 3-1 count as Reamer looks in. And missed down and away. Another walk, the 3rd walk of the inning. And now the bases are loaded. Well, the bases loaded for Cameron Bailey. A key situation early in this game. It's the top of the first, 2 away, bases loaded. The freshman Bailey at the plate, .241 hitter. She had the big RBI single yesterday. Trying to come up big with the bases loaded. Takes away a ball. 1 ball, no strikes on Bailey. Reamer trying to escape this first inning. She's worked herself into trouble. That hits the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 walks in the inning. Geiger walked and Lowney. Hodor flew out to deep center. And Collins walked. Driven down the right field side, now to play. Well, now Reamer 1 pitch away from getting out of a shaky first inning. As she looks in on the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Here it comes. It's a ground ball to third, and that's going to be is that a fair ball or a foul ball? Looks like a fair ball. And Brown steps on the bag, and the inning over. Well, Southeastern with no runs, no hits, no errors, and 3 left on for the Blackhawks. So Southeastern threatens in the first, but unable to come through with the 2-out hit. We'll head into the bottom of the first inning. For Iowa Western, it'll be Carly Beness, Lily Gregory, and Tyla Lee. And we'll see who takes the circle for the Blackhawks. And it looks like it's going to be Ashley Rosado. Rosado started against MCC yesterday and allowed 3 runs, including a leadoff home run. And Rosado will start in the circle, but as we've seen with Southeastern, they make quick moves. Rosado will start for Southeastern. He comes in with an 8-8 record, 89 innings, 95 hits, 53 runs, 32 earned runs, 83 strikeouts, 25 walks, 2.52 earned run average. It'll be Vanessa to lead it off. A nice running catch in the first inning. In an elimination game like this, you want to be the first team to score. Looking at the outfield for Southeastern, Cameron Bailey's in left field, Heather Geiger's in center, Izzy Collins is in right. At third is Chase Lowney, the shortstop Katie Price, Sadie Smithberg's at second, and Laura Pence is over at first. Ball driven down the left field line and out of play. Behind the plate is Taylor Podorf, and in the circle, Ashley Rosado. No ball, 1 strike count on Beness. Yesterday she hit second, today leading off. An outside corner strike there, and quickly ahead at no balls and 2 strikes is Rosado. Beness, a .324 hitter. As the 0-2 is fouled straight back. Well, no ball, 2 strike count. Scoreless between Iowa Western and Southeastern here in the bottom of the first inning. The 0-2 from Rosado. Missed down and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 count on Beness. She's only struck out, she struck out 24 times. 136 at bats, and she's able to tip that one foul. And we'll stay at 1-2. Another 1-2 pitch coming from Rosado. The leadoff hitter, Beness. And this is high and tight. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch from Rosado. And that's in the dirt, ball 3. So after being ahead at 1-2, the count is now full at 3-2. 3-2 pitch coming from Rosado. And it's fouled straight back. We'll stay with a full count. What an at-bat here to start this one by Beness. Who's going to win the battle? Will it be Rosado or Beness? On deck is the center fielder, Gregory. Southeastern left the bases loaded in the top of the first. Here, good battle, and a strikeout swinging. Rosado wins the battle and strikes out Beness for the first out. A long at bat, though.
Number 7, Lily Gregory.
And that'll bring in Lily Gregory. 471 hitter coming into the tournament. She did hit a home run yesterday. her 7th, and she drives this one out to right center field, and a nice running catch by Geiger. She got a terrific jump on the ball. It looked like that was going to be down for sure, and Geiger able to run it down in right center field. And that'll bring in Tyler Lee. She's the one that hit the grand slam against Southeastern, actually against Rosado yesterday. Drives one down to third. It hits the bag at third base. Goes down into the corner. She takes a wide turn at first and will slam on the brakes. So Lee with the first hit of the game. A single, and that'll bring in the catcher, Beebe. Cassidy Beebe will stand in. And Rosado taking her time as Beebe takes her time getting into the box. 319 hitter is Beebe. And she takes a strike. 4 home runs, 28 driven in. Out at first base is Lee after the single. Fouled off again. No balls and 2 strikes. So an 0-2 count. Already has struck out Vanessa on a 3-2 pitch to lead off this inning. Rosado trying to punch out Beebe to take us to the second. And that's in the dirt. Runner goes. Throw is going to be a little bit late. And Tyler Lee's got a stolen base. Lee now in scoring position. That pitch was a ball, so 1 ball, 2 strike count. The 1-2. It's driven into left field. That's going to get down for a hit. Lee's going to be held at third base. And Beebe with the second straight hit for Iowa Western. Another hard single on the left side of the field. Lee's was more of a grounder. And Beebe's a line drive past the shortstop, Price. And now the pitcher a chance to do damage here in the first with 2 away. Runners on first and third for Sydney Reamer. She takes away a ball. Reamer had to work out of a jam in the top of the first. Loading the bases with 3 walks. She was able to do it. Now she's got a chance to help her own cause with a base hit here. This would give Iowa Western the lead. Reamer driven in 42 on the season. Beebe's at first, Lee at third. Pitch misses away. 2 balls and no strikes. A 2-0 count in this scoreless ball game here in the bottom of the first. Reamer trying to push across the first run. Another ball high. Allison O'Driscoll, the designated players on deck. And a 3-0 pitch coming to Reamer. Let's see if she has the green light. She takes right down the middle, so I'd say probably not. Maybe she just wasn't comfortable taking a hack 3-0. Now she's got a 3-1 pitch. Rosado hits the outside corner with a beauty. Good changeup. And the count is full at 3-2. After falling behind 3-0, Rosado trying to come all the way back to strike out Reamer. The 3-2 pitch. It's a ground ball up the middle, and that's going to plate the first run. As a 2-out single for Reamer. And it's 1-0 Reavers. Third hit in a row. And an RBI single for Sydney Reamer on a 3-2 pitch. And that'll bring in Allison O'Driscoll. .245 hitter But she's had a lot of good at-bats in this tournament, drawing some walks. Yesterday versus Indian Hills, Alexis Grote, she had a single and a walk, and she was about as tough as you can be.
The designated player, number 17, Allison O'Driscoll.
As O'Driscoll stands in, runners on first and second, 2 outs, 1-0 Reavers. That pitch missed just a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. On the inside corner, a strike. The count is at 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Yep, missed just a bit up. 2-1 count. Rosado's allowed 3 consecutive hits after getting the first 2 batters out. Struck out Benes, got Gregory to fly out. And now she's gone 3-1 to O'Driscoll. Natalie Gunn, the right fielder, is on deck. The 3-1 pitch, driven hard and foul towards the right side of the field. Another full count pitch, the 3-2. And just missed inside. Rosado wanted that call. Not going to get it. And the bases are loaded. As the catcher, Podorf's going to go out and calm Rosado down. She thought she had strike 3. And now a visit from Coach Heath. As a 1-0 Iowa Western lead, bases loaded. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Natalie Gunn at the plate. Southeastern left the bases loaded in their half of the first after 3 walks. Gunn, the left-handed hitter, will stand in with an opportunity to give Iowa Western the early lead. They've already taken a 1-0 lead. But a base hit here could make it 2 or 3-0. Only 312 hitters. She's only driven in 7 all season, though. Well, not a big RBI person. The pitch in there for a strike. Rosado trying to work out of a jam to keep this game at 1-0 now. It's a little ground ball towards the third base side, but it spins foul. And the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. So an 0-2 pitch coming to Natalie Gunn as Rosado trying to strand the bases loaded and keep the score at 1-0. The 0-2 pitch. And strike 3 called. So Rosado strikes out Gunn on 3 pitches. And strands 3. Iowa Western gets 3 hits on 1 run. No errors. And they leave the bases full as well. So both teams have left the bases loaded. We've played an inning. Iowa Western able to get a run on a 2-out RBI single by Sydney Reamer. We'll head into the second. 1-0 Reavers. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Southeastern. Sadie Smithberg, Laura Pence, and Katie Price. Reamer had trouble throwing strikes in that first inning as she walked 3. We'll see if Southeastern will be patient at the plate. It says it's 46 degrees, but feels a lot nicer than that. Mostly cloudy skies, but again, I think the sun is out here. Not much of a breeze to speak of. At least at this point. Earlier in the morning there was. Now leading off will be Sadie Smithberg, the second baseman. She'll stand in.
The second baseman,
217 hitter.
Smithberg.
She had an RBI hit, though, against Reamer yesterday, I believe. Yes, a run-scoring single. And that ball missed high, a 1-0 count. And in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Reamer checks her arm pad, now comes with the pitch. Missed high. Reamer, unlike yesterday where she was pitching ahead of most of the Southeastern hitters, today she's fallen behind the majority of the hitters and hits the inside corner with that pitch. Well spotted there. The count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pence, the first baseman, on deck. A 2-2 pitch coming. Missed inside. Well, must have been. And Smithberg got a little excited. Count 3-2 now. I was going to say, that's what I had, 2-2. And the full count. Swing and a miss. So Smithberg down on strikes, becomes the first strikeout for Reamer. So the first Blackhawk retired. Reamer also retired the leadoff hitter in the first inning, getting Rosado to fly out to deep left. That pitch missed in. 1 ball, no strikes on Pence. That's a 286 hitter, 2 home runs, 24 driven in. 1 ball, no strike pitch. Missed high, 2-0. Iowa Western with a 1-0 lead on Reamer's RBI single. As she's fallen behind at 2 balls and no strikes to Pence. It's this one over for a strike. And the count is 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, 1 out here in the second. Missed up. 3 balls and a strike. Reamer looks in, the 3-1 pitch. Hence pops it up. Short right side. The second baseman, Maldonado, is there. And will make the catch. 2 away here in the second. And that'll bring in the number 9 hitter, shortstop Katie Price.
The shortstop, number 5.
A freshman, a 308 hitter. As Reamer comes with the pitch. She bunts towards the first base side. It's a good bunt, but well done by Iowa Western as Maldonado covers.
1, 2, 3
And 3-4 on the out at first on the bunt. And a 1-2-3 inning for Southeastern. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on. We'll head into the bottom of the second inning. And it'll be Alyssa Maldonado, Logan Brown, and Carly Vaness for Iowa Western. Western got 3 hits and a run in that first inning. And Maldonado will stand in. As Rosado will head back into the circle. 1-0, Iowa Western with the lead. This is an elimination game. The winner plays Indian Hills for the championship at 1 o'clock. But the winner of this game's at a disadvantage because they got to win twice. So Indian Hills has the advantage there from winning the winner's bracket title.
The second baseman, number 1.
Oh, the winner of this Iowa Western Southeastern game has to beat Indian Hills twice. And that championship game would be around 1 o'clock. But still a long way to go in this one as that pitch misses in. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch popped up and out of play. I saw that. 1 ball, 1 strike. On Maldonado. Pops up another one and foul. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Yeah, I think people figured out not to park there. 1-2 pitch from Rosado. Driven into right field. Back it goes. Still going, and it's off the wall. Or is it gone? It's over the wall for a home run. The net back there. And Maldonado goes oppo. And hits the home run. It came down, but you can see through the fence. So we thought it originally might have stayed in, but the home run for Maldonado, that will be her 8th as she drove it out to right field. That might be the first opposite field home run we've seen at the tournament. And it goes to 2-0. That was on a 1 ball, 2 strike count.
The third baseman, number 13, Logan Brown.
As Logan Brown will step in. She's the number 9 hitter, and then it rolls back to the top of the order. And takes down a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Brown from Omaha, Nebraska. And she drives one out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Change-up on the outside corner. The count goes to 1-2. Rosado looks in. Missed with a rise ball. Trying to get Brown to chase. She laid off it. Brown has struck out just 11 times in 124 at-bats. He drives this one out to right field, not as far as Collins will come forward and make the catch to retire the first out of the inning. So 1 away here in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Carly Benesh, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. But it was a long at-bat. And she worked the count to 3-2 and then fouled off a number of pitches. Missing outside on that one. A 1 ball, no strike count on Benesh. Pops it up, short third base side, and the easy catch for Lowney. And there's 2 away. Like she caught that off the end of the bat. Just kind of floated out to Lowney in foul territory. That'll bring in Gregory. She made a good running catch. In the first inning. Missing down is Rosado. 1-0 count. The pitch. It's driven out to left field. Back goes the left fielder Bailey, and she'll make the catch. Just shy of the warning track.
1 run on 1 hit. There are no errors. No runners left on base. Drew up at the top of the 3rd inning.
3 outs retired, but 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. No one run left on. We've played 2 innings. Iowa Western now with a 2-0 lead after a run in the first and now a run in the second on the solo home run by Maldonado. And in the top of the third, it'll be the top of the order for Southeastern. As it'll be Rosado, Geiger, and Lowney. The sun shining here at the Tiger Softball Complex. Southeastern yet to get a hit through the first 2 off Reamer. They've threatened, though. They loaded the bases in that first inning with a few walks, but couldn't get the hit as Bailey grounded out to third. And stepped on the bag was Brown. As Reamer will go back to work in the third. She pitched a complete game in the win over Southeastern yesterday. That was an 8-3 win. And Rosado just missed a home run her first time. Drove it out the very first pitch she saw to deep left field. And Reamer with the first pitch. Hits the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. They've had the ball 2 up for a while. No ball, 1 strike. This is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. On Rosado. She was the hero yesterday, hitting the game-tying home run. She swings through that one. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. A 1-2 pitch coming. Rosado drives one out to left field. In on Benesh, can't hold it on as she slid to try and make the catch and couldn't come up with it. Let's see if they give that a hit or an error. She was sliding, so
Center fielder, number 4, Heather Geiger.
We'll give it a hit. We'll see what they officially say at the end of the inning. As Heather Geiger will stand in. If that is a hit, that's the first one as she bunts it foul. And a no ball, 1 strike count on Geiger. See if she's bunting again. She looks down to her coach. And the 0-1. She fakes the bunt and swings at it. Behind on the count, and no balls and 2 strikes. Geiger walked in the first. And now she's behind at 0-2. Reamer has struck out 1. Comes with the pitch. Missed away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. On deck is Chase Lowney. Nobody out here in the top of the third. 2-0 Iowa Western. The 1-2. Chopped foul. And we'll have another 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Another 1-2 from Reamer. Swing and a miss. So Geiger strikes out swinging. Second strikeout.
The third baseman, number 2, Chase Lowney.
And they'll bring in Chase Lowney. With Rosado at first. Drives this one up high and foul. Almost hit a car deep down the left field side of the field. The no ball, 1 strike pitch in the dirt. Rosado thought about going, but Beebe keeps it in front of her. Lowney walked in the first. He's got a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 379 hitter. Makes one right in on the hands. And a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Lowney with 8 home runs, 58 driven in. Representing the tying run here in the third. The 2-1. It's a little ground ball back to the pitcher, Reamer. She'll field, fire, and get Lowney at first. So Lowney retired for the second out.
The catcher, number 17, Taylor Podor.
And that'll bring in Taylor Podorf, who hit one to deep center first time, and Gregory made a running catch. Pops this one up and foul. 1-ball, 1-strike count on Podorf. The 0-1 from Reamer. Popped up on the infield, in and out is the catcher, Beebe, and she'll call off Kim and make the catch.
No hits. There's one error, no runners, or one runner left on base. Do it for the Reavers. Lead.
Well, no hit, so there was an error called on the hit by Rosado. We'll change that to an F7. So no runs, no hits, one error, and no one left on through 2.5. Southeastern still searching for their first hit. We'll head into the bottom of the third. Be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Tyler Lee, Cassidy Beebe, and Sydney Reamer for the Reavers. They all had singles in the first inning. But after 2 quick outs, we'll see if Rosado staying in the circle. It looks like she is, as the way we'll know Southeastern making a pitching change. The Katie Price would go out to left field, but then Rosado goes to shortstop. But since Podorf got out last and Rosado was on base, he took her time getting out there. And as Tyler Lee will stand in, she grounded one up the third baseline that hit the base for a single in the first. Then scored on the 2-out single by Sydney Reamer. 2-0 Iowa Western, bottom of the third. This is an elimination game. The winner moves into the championship to take on Indian Hills. Change up outside corner, a strike. Hopped up and out of play. No ball, 2-strike count on Lee. Rosado with the 0-2. Missed away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. 2-0 Iowa Western. The pitch from Rosado. It's a ground ball right back to Rosado. She fields and fires on to Pence for the out. 1-3 on the put out there. Rosado's given up a couple of runs.
The catcher, number 4, Cassidy Beebe.
Only 4 hits. She gave up the home run to Maldonado down the right field line as Beebe pops it up on the infield. Over in foul territory is Lowney, and she'll make the catch. And there's 2 away. So quickly 2 outs here in the third, and that'll bring in the pitcher, Reamer.
The pitcher, number 6, Sydney Reamer.
Reamer hit the 2-out RBI single in the first. She grounds one back up the middle. It'll be fielded by Smithburg in time to first. And a quick 1-2-3 inning, the first 1-2-3 inning for Southeastern pitcher Ashley Rosado. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. We played 3 innings. We'll head into the 4th. Iowa Western holding a 2-0 lead on Southeastern. In this elimination game, the winner on to the championship. The loser's season comes to an end. For Southeastern, it'll be Izzy Collins, Cameron Bailey, and Sadie Smithburg. Collins walked in the first. Bailey grounded to third with the bases loaded. And Smithburg struck out swinging to start the second. That really was the biggest couple of big bases loaded situations here. One for Iowa Western, one for Southeastern. Southeastern still scoreless and without a hit. They loaded the bases on 3 walks in that first inning with 2 outs, but Reamer was able to get Bailey to bounce to third. Or Brown just stepped on the bag. It'll be Izzy Collins to lead it off. She walked in that first inning. And she drives one down the left field line. That's over the head of the left fielder, Benesh. Collins on her way to second and in with a stand-up double. An opposite field drive down the left field line. And that'll put a runner at second base in Izzy Collins. Now Cameron Bailey will step in. As Reamer now with a runner on second, comes with the pitch. Bailey bunts, pops it up. Diving effort by Beebe, but couldn't quite come up with it. No balls and a strike. As Beebe almost with a terrific diving catch. 0-1 count. Runner on second is Collins. The 0-1 to Bailey. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 0-2. Reamer looking for her third strikeout. Missed away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The leadoff double by Collins. Bailey showed bunt the first pitch, fouled it off. Swung through the second pitch. Takes this pitch high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. She looks down to her coach. On deck is Sadie Smithburg. Nobody out here in the 4th. The pitch just missed in. That was awfully close. It was a gutsy take there by Bailey. The count now full at 3-2. And she fouls this one off, about the same spot. This time, tips it foul. The count full at 3-2. Runner on second. Reamer with the pitch. Foul back again. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. To Cameron Bailey. As the 3-2 popped up again and out of play. Just about. Another 3-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield over as Lee, and she'll make the catch behind Maldonado. One away is a good at bat by Bailey, but unable to get the hit. And that'll bring in Sadie Smithberg with one out and a runner on second. The pitch from Reamer in there for a strike. The count at 0-1. Reamer looks in the dirt and thinking about going is Collins, but didn't think about it long. She heads back to second. She does have 6 stolen bases on the season. Probably not trying to steal here, though, in scoring position. 1-1 pitch. Bunting, popping up. Beebe slides and makes the catch. And there's 2 away. So the bunt has popped up, and that'll bring in Laura Pence. With 2 outs and a runner still on second, Collins led off the inning with a double. Bailey popped out to short, and Smithberg pops out to the catcher. And now Laura Pence will stand in. In there on the inside corner, a strike. 0-1 count on Pence. She does have home run power if she gets a pitch, and there it is, driven deep down the left field line, but foul. Banesh couldn't get it. It lands harmlessly in foul territory. Another no ball, 2-strike pitch to Pence. Reamer trying to work out of another inning where she had some runners on base. The pitch missed low and away. She stranded the bases loaded in the first inning. Was able to leave a runner last inning. Missing low and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Collins down at second. Pence at the plate. The pitch. Hard ground ball. Foul. Southeastern has made Reamer work in this inning. Bailey worked at 3-2 before popping out. And now Pence in a 2-ball, 2-strike count. And hitting the knee. Well, Pence takes one right in the knee. And now there's runners on first and second for Katie Price.
The shortstop, number 5, Katie Price.
Price bunted her first time, tried to get it down the first baseline, succeeded. But the first baseman, Kim, quickly fired to Maldonado covering. And Price chases strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. On Katie Price. The 0-1 pitch, high and away. The first pitch she swung at, this one she lays off. Price from Ziering. West Marshall alum, the pitch. Ground ball, thought it was going to go back up the middle, but Reamer is able to snatch it. Throws out Price, and the inning is over. But Southeastern gets their first hit, but no runs, no errors, and 2 left on. Southeastern has left 6 runners on through 4 innings as we head into the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Allison O'Driscoll, Natalie Gunn, and Alyssa Maldonado. Maldonado hit the home run down the right field line. They give Iowa Western a 2-0 lead, which they still have here. Rosado will go back to work. And she's pitched fairly well outside of the home run, and then the 3 straight hits she allowed in the first. She's allowed just 4 hits, but 2 runs, and trails in this elimination game 2-0. She did have a 1-2-3 inning in the third, going right through the heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5. So now she'll face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Anybody gets on the 9th batter, Logan Brown will hit. Allison O'Driscoll will stand in. Designated player from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
The designated player, number 17, Allison O'Driscoll.
O'Driscoll walked in the first. Takes down and in a ball. A 1 ball, no strike count on O'Driscoll. Rosado looks in. She's retired 4 in a row. And the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. She's retired 6 in a row since the home run. Ground ball to short, fielded by Price, fired across, and it's dropped by the first baseman. Hence dropped it. That'll be an E3. And O'Driscoll is on. And now with Gunn at the plate,
Fielder, number 11, Natalie Gunn.
well, we got to expect she's going to bunt as Lowney moves in close at third. Shows it and missed it. And strike 1. Gunn struck out looking in the first on 3 pitches. Gunn from Santa Clara, Utah, as that pitch is bunted foul. Nobody out. Runner at first is O'Driscoll. On deck, Maldonado. She hit the home run to right. And an 0-2 count on Gunn. The 0-2 pitch. Grounded towards third, but foul. And we'll stay with no balls and 2 strikes. Now it's struck out 20 times. It takes the high rise ball there. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch from Rosado. It's a little ground ball right back to Rosado. She'll go to second for 1, on to first, and Price is taken out on the slide. And there was no chance to get Gunn on the double play either way. That'll be a fielder's choice. Out at second is O'Driscoll on the 1-6.
Number 1, Alyssa Maldonado.
And there's 1 away here in the 4th. As Maldonado pops one up to right, Collins over. She'll make the catch. Maldonado trying to go opposite field again. She hit the opposite field home run. This time flies out to short right, and that'll bring in Logan Brown.
Number 13, Logan Brown.
She popped out to about that same spot to Collins back in the 2nd inning. Runner on first, 2 away now. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. Throw down to second. The tag and safe is Gunn. The throw was on the money by Podorf, but Price had to run so far from short to get to second. She had to catch and swipe tag, and by that time, Gunn was able to get in there. No ball, 1 strike count. Just inside is the count even at 1. Brown trying to come up with another 2-out hit to drive in a run. Western got a 2-out hit from Reamer in the first to score the first run of the game. Brown behind in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rosado trying to strand the runner at second. It's the 1-2 to Brown. Missed high. Had to get her to chase. Brown lays off. 2 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2-0 Iowa Western. The pitch from Rosado. It's popped up short third base side. Lowney will field behind the bag
The Reavers scored no runs
and make
on
the
no
catch.
hits. There was one error and one runner
No
left
runs,
on
no
base.
hits, one error.
Due up in the fifth for the
And
Blackhawks.
Iowa Western leaves one.
Rosado, Geiger, Lowney.
Southeastern will have the top of the order coming up in the fifth. We've played 4 innings. Iowa Western with a 2-0 lead. The winner moves into the championship game against Indian Hills. The loser's season comes to an end. In a well-played game thus far, just one hit allowed by Sydney Reamer. She really had just that tough first inning where she had trouble throwing strikes. Other than that, she's been pretty good. She's looking for her second win against Southeastern in this tournament. She beat Southeastern yesterday 8-3. Leads Southeastern 2-0 here, but this could be the inning for the Blackhawks. They have the top of the order up: Rosado, Geiger, and Lowney. Only a 2-0 game, so you're talking a bloop and a blast. And this thing being tied. Rosado will stand in. She is 0 for 2 with a fly out to left.
Leading off for the Blackhawks.
And she
the
also
pitcher,
reached on an error
number 3, Ashley Rosado.
in the third inning. This ball's popped up and out of play. And foul. No balls and a strike on Rosado. Reamer looks at her arm. Now comes with the pitch. It's down, and Rosado swings over the top of it. On the count now, no balls and 2 strikes. And Rosado digs back in. She has home run power. Takes off the plate of ball. She's hit 12 now. This is the pitch. Driven deep down the left field line. That's going to be foul. We'll stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rosado a little bit out in front of that pitch. It was on a line too much to be able to get out. The 1-2 popped up. Is there going to be a play for BB? There's not. Just going to land beyond the fan section to the left of us. 1 ball, 2 strike count. The 1-2 from Reamer. In the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's nobody out here in this 5th inning. And a 2 ball, 2 strike count to Rosado. Thought about chasing, but laid off. And the count is full at 3-2. Rosado trying to get on to bring the potential tying run to the plate. The 3-2 pitch. Missed high, ball 4. So what an at bat by Rosado as she draws the walk, and that'll bring in Heather Geiger, who has walked and struck out.
Center fielder number 4, Heather Geiger.
And now with Rosado at first, the pitch to Geiger shows bunt and missed it. No balls and a strike. Geiger just 2 doubles. She's mostly singles hitter. Bounces it right back to Reamer. They'll get 1 at second. No, they will not, as Lee did not touch the bag. And Rosado is going to be safe at second. So fielder's choice for Geiger. And everybody's safe on the play. And now runners on first and second for Chase Lowney. She represents the go-ahead run with nobody out here in the fifth. The meeting at the circle with the entire infield. The umpire was starting to go out to break it up, as Lowney has walked and grounded right back to the pitcher. Takes a strike on the inside corner. 0-1 count. Rosado's down at second, Geiger at first. Change up on the outside corner, strike two.
The third baseman, number 2, Chase Lowney.
And the count now at no balls and 2 strikes. Lowney's only struck out 12 times and 153 at bats. So she normally puts it in play. The 0-2 pitch. Missed down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2-0 Iowa Western, top of the 5th inning. Runners on first and second for Southeastern third baseman Chase Lowney. The pitch from Reamer in the dirt. Beebe knocks it down. Rosado's going to advance to third. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes as Rosado now down at third base. Staying at first is Geiger. And a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming from Reamer. Hard shot down the third baseline and foul. Lowney out in front of it, but right on that pitch. What will Reamer try to finish Lowney with? 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. Well, Lowney strikes out. Advancing to second is Geiger. And she steals second. Well, now the tying run down at second base for Taylor Podorf. She's flew to center and popped out to the catcher. Shows bunt, pulls it back. That's a ball. And Podorf, a potential base hit away from tying this game. The 1-0 from Reamer. Missed high, 2 balls and no strikes. It's an elimination game. The winner plays Indian Hills in the championship. Up at around 1. The 2-0. Missed high again, 3-0. On deck is Izzy Collins, who's 1 for 1 with a double. Still just 1 out here in the inning. The 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. Count 3-1. Runners on second and third. Rosado at third. She walked. Geiger at second. Popped up on the infield. Over and making the catch in foul territory is Brown. So a huge second out for Reamer as she's trying to strand 2 more base runners.
The right fielder, number 9, Izzy Collins.
Izzy Collins just ripped a double to left fielder last time. The pitch from Reamer. It's fouled off. No ball, 1 strike count. Hits the outside corner for strike 2. And the count goes to 0-2. Reamer 1 pitch away from working out of another jam. She left the bases loaded in the first, trying to leave them with runners on second and third here in the 5th. Misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Collins just a hit away from potentially tying the game. 2-0 Reavers. The pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reamer with the 2-2 pitch. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. And Southeastern threatens again, but unable to score as they get no runs, no hits, 1 error, and leave 2. 7 runners left on base for Southeastern through 5 innings. We'll head into the bottom of the 5th. Iowa Western with a 2-0 lead, as it will be the top of the order, Carly Benesh, Lily Gregory, and Tyler Lee for the Reavers. Rosado will come back to work another inning. She's allowed just the 2 runs, 1 in the first, 1 in the second on a home run by Maldonado. We start the bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Iowa Western. As Rosado will get the ball and fire usually just 1 warm-up. That one a little bit high. So Benesh will lead it off for the Reavers. She's 0 for 2. Strikeout looking and pop out to third.
The left fielder, number 5, Carly Benesh.
And Benesh will stand in. To lead off the 5th. The pitch from Rosado. It's bunted and foul. On deck, Lily Gregory also 0 for 2. Top 3 hitters in the order for Iowa Western only have 1 hit. There's a ground ball to third, fielded by Lowney. Thrown to first and dropped again, this time by the second baseman, Smithberg. Second time that Southeastern has dropped a routine ball on the throw at first base.
The center fielder, number 7, Lily Gregory.
And that'll bring in Lily Gregory as Benesh on with the error. Southeastern was able to work around the error in the 4th. Big swing and a miss. Fooled on that one. 0-1 count on Gregory. She's 0 for 2. Flew out to center and left. The 0-1 pitch misses high, and that's going to advance the runner on the wild pitch. Well, Benesh now on second base. And representing a big insurance run out there at second. And Western with a 2-0 lead. One ball, 1 strike on Gregory. The pitch from Rosado. Missed high. 2-1. Runner down at second base. 2-1 pitch to Gregory. Inside, gets away from the catcher. And the count 3-1, and now the runner Benesh down at third base. So Benesh really shouldn't be on base at all. Reached on the error. And now she stands at third base with a chance to score a run and still nobody out. 3-1 pitch to Gregory. Fouled straight back. The count full at 3-2. A 3-2 pitch from Rosado. Missed the outside corner, ball 4. Now runners on first and third with nobody out. Lee is 1 for 2. She singled and scored and also bounced back to the pitcher. Now she stands in and all she needs is a fly ball. Pops this one straight up and out of play. No balls and a strike on Lee. Lee, the top RBI hitter for the Reavers. Grounds it foul. Well, now Rosado trying to get a big strikeout. He's only had 2 thus far. This would be a big one. Get the first out. Keep the runners at first and third. The 0-2 pitch. Missed away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 coming here from Rosado. Missed inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rosado wanted that call and is shaking her head out there. And she gets back in the circle. The 2-2. It's a ground ball right back to Rosado. She'll fake, and now everybody's going to be safe. She thought about going to second, and Lee beats it out. She waited a second too long before throwing back to first, and now the bases are loaded with nobody out for Cassidy Beebe. She could bust this thing open with 1 swing. Ball 1. Rosado in trouble here in the 5th. The 1-0. On the outside corner, strike. Well, the count goes to 1-1. A 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. On the inside corner, strike 2. Rosado trying to strike out Beebe. Missed away. Two balls and 2 strikes, nobody out, bases loaded. Bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Iowa Western. Just missed high. And the count is full at 3-2. A 3-2 pitch coming here from Rosado. Called strike 3. Well, Beebe takes strike 3 on the inside corner, and there's the first out. And that'll bring in Reamer. She's already got a RBI single back in the 1st. She's grounded to second. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Well, if Rosado wouldn't have waited too long to throw to first, she would have had 2 outs here with Reamer at the plate. Instead, just 1. The 0-1 pitch. Little bloop shot caught by Rosado. Throw back to third, and she is out at third base. So a double play
The Reavers scored no runs
on the soft line drive
there and 2 runners left on base.
to the pitcher,
Southeastern, Bailey, Smithburg, Pence.
and doubled off of third is Benes. I'm not sure, though. It looked like a bang-bang call, but called out Here's Vaness on the 1-2-5. Well, somehow, Rosado was able to get out of it. And no runs on no hits. One error. And 2 left on base. We played 5 innings. Iowa Western still holding on 2-0 as we head into the 6th. It'll be Cameron Bailey, Sadie Smithberg, and Laura Pence. As Iowa Western had the bases loaded with nobody out, unable to score a run. Sometimes that gives the opposing team momentum. And Southeastern will have Cameron Bailey to lead it off. The left fielder is grounded to third and popped out to short. Still just a 2-0 game.
11,
You're looking at a bloop and a blast potentially to tie it. Ball driven down the left field line, and it's going to be foul as that ball was smoked by Bailey. She jumped all over that first pitch, but foul. A few balls that Southeastern has hit off Reamer have been hit awfully hard, but they've been foul down that line. The 0-1 ground ball left side, fielded. The throw is going to be in time to retire Bailey as Brown able to make the play. So 1 away here in the 6th. As Smithberg will step in. She's 0 for 2, a strikeout, and pop out to the catcher. Drives this one down the third baseline and foul. No ball, 1 strike count. The Southeastern players ribbing their coach. The 0-1 takes inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Southeastern has been a little bit more aggressive this inning. Bailey swung at the first pitch. And so did Smithberg. She drives this one towards right center field. Gregory's going to play it on the hop. And a 1-out single for Sadie Smithberg. As that'll bring in Laura Pence as the potential tying run here in the 6th inning.
Baseman number 14, Laura Pence.
Pence 0 for 1. She popped out to second, and she's been hit by a pitch. Missing inside is Reamer. 1 ball, no strikes. Smithberg down at first after her first hit. Just the second hit allowed by Reamer. One ball, 1 strike count on Pence. 1 out, 2-0 Iowa Western. Popped up, short right field, and the second baseman Maldonado will drift back and make the catch. 2 away here in the 6th, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Katie Price. Price trying to get on.
Number 5, Katie Price.
Price 1 home run, 19 driven in. He drives this one out to center field. Gregory calling everybody off. She'll make the catch, and Southeastern will strand another runner. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on, 8 left on by Southeastern. But they did get to the bottom of the order, so that means the top of the order will bat when Southeastern comes to the plate in the 7th. As we head into the bottom of the 6th, 2-0. Iowa Western holding on. It'll be Allison O'Driscoll, Natalie Gunn, and Alyssa Maldonado. Maldonado hit the opposite field home run. Not a lot of hits in this one, just 4 hits for Iowa Western, 2 hits for Southeastern. Rosado trying to keep the score right where it is. Iowa Western probably like to add an insurance run or two, because you're still looking at just one base hit and then a home run to tie the game. But the way Reamer's been pitching, she's been awfully good.
Player number 17, Allison O'Driscoll.
As O'Driscoll will stand in to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. Drives one into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. The throw comes into first, not going to be in time. And a single for Allison O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll leadoff single, so you wonder if Gunn will be trying to move the runner along here, try to get that 3rd run of the game. She does bunt, but foul. The count goes to no balls and a strike. So 0-1 count on Gunn. He showed bunt her first time, now does bunt. Fielded by Lowney. The throw is going to be in time to get Gunn. And the sacrifice moves the runner O'Driscoll down to second base. Well, the sacrifice goes 5-3.
The second baseman, number 1, Alyssa Maldonado.
And the put out. And there's one away as Maldonado will stand in. Both times up. She's drove the ball the opposite field. She hit a home run to right, then flew out to right. This time hits the first pitch right back to the pitcher. And Rosado fields and throws out Maldonado. So now 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th as Logan Brown will step in. She's 0 for 2.
Third baseman, number 13, Logan Brown.
And pop out to right and a pop out to third in foul territory. She drives this one foul. The count at no balls and a strike. In the 7th inning, Southeastern will have the top of their order up. Hard ground ball. That's going to be off the glove. That's a fair ball. The runner O'Driscoll is going to hold at third. As Pence dove for it and hit it in foul territory or fair territory. And the ball rolled into foul territory. Now there's going to be a visit in the circle with 2 outs and runners on first and third. And we'll see if Iowa Western might be having a pinch runner, or maybe even a pinch hitter. Looks like it will be a pinch hitter. So Carly Benesch will be taken down. Looks like number 18, Allison Arndt, will be the hitter. So Allison Arndt will pinch hit. With 2 outs and runners on first and third.
Pinch hitting for the Reavers, number 18, Allison Arndt.
Arndt on the season, .250 hitter, 3 hits and 12 at-bats. Rosado with the pitch, driven foul. And look out over on the right side. That was a bullet line drive that was pretty low when it went over the fence. 0-1 count. The pitch to Arndt. Strike 2 called. So now the count is 0-2 as Rosado trying to work out of this jam. Started with a single by O'Driscoll. Then Brown singled. The 0-2 pitch. It's lined back towards the middle, fielded by Smithburg. Flips on to Price. And the inning is over. Arndt hit it hard.
The Reavers scored no runs on 2 hits.
Brown is retired
Two runners left on base.
on a 4-6 at second.
Due up in the top of the
No
seventh
runs,
for the
2
Blackhawks,
hits,
Rosado, Geiger, Lowney.
no errors, and no one left on. We head into the 7th inning. Southeastern trailing 2-0. They need 2 to tie. Iowa Western just 3 outs away from putting themselves in the championship game. It'll be the top of the order for the Blackhawks. Ashley Rosado, Heather Geiger, and Chase Lowney. Last time up, Rosado walked. She's also singled in the second. Or she reached on an error in the 3rd inning and flew out in the 1st to deep left. Yesterday, when Southeastern was on the brink of an elimination, they scored 2 runs in the 7th inning to beat MCC 4-3. Here they need 2 runs to tie Iowa Western. And they have the good part of their order up, but Sydney Reamer has been awfully tough for the Reavers. She's allowed just 2 hits.
For the Blackhawks, the pitcher, number 3, Ashley Rosado.
Only 4 strikeouts, but Rosado takes in the dirt ball. Rosado trying to get on, bring the tying run to the plate here in the 7th. Reamer with the 1-0. Driving deep down the left field line, but once again way out in front. 1 ball, 1 strike count. The 1-1 to Rosado. And that hit her bat, so she's going to be behind in the count at 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Coming from Reamer. Trying to get the first out of this 7th inning. In the dirt. And the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 count. Rosado worked a walk in the 5th inning. Here's the 2-2 from Reamer. Missed in. 3-2. So the count is full. Where's Reamer going to put this pitch? The 3-2. Driven back through the middle. That's going to get down for a hit, and it's going to be cut off by Gregory. And a leadoff single by Rosado. Now Rosado singles, and now the tying run is at the plate.
Center fielder, number 4, Heather Geiger.
Heather Geiger, but she's not really a home run hitter. The home run hitters start with the next batter, Lowney. But she drives one towards right center. That's going to get down for a hit. Rosado's on her way to second. Heading third is Geiger. Rosado will score. And a triple for Geiger, her first triple of the season. And it's 2-1 with the tying run at third base. The run-scoring triple by Geiger. Gunn made an all-out effort, just couldn't quite get it in deep right center field. And it's 2-1 with the tying run at third base, as Chase Lowney will step in with a chance to tie it with just a fly ball.
The third baseman, number 2, Chase Lowney.
Especially with Geiger's speed at third, any fly ball to the outfield, she should score. The pitch, driven down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. This game is tied at 2. Lowney's on her way to second and in with a stand-up double. And time has been called by Iowa Western after the run-scoring double. So an RBI triple for Geiger, and then the RBI double from Lowney. And a pitching change for Iowa Western. Just like that, Southeastern rallying again in the 7th inning. And it will be Michaela Epp who will come into the game. Reamer done after 6. He allows 2 runs and 3 hits in this inning. She'd only allowed 2 hits coming into this inning. So 5 hits, 4 strikeouts.
Entering the game for the Reavers and pitching number 2, Michaela Epp.
Well, Michaela Epp will come in. Sydney Reamer's going to take over at first base, so she goes to first. Madison Kim comes off the field. And Michaela Epp will take over. Epp's first pitching performance here in tournament play.
17, Taylor Paco.
As the go-ahead run now at second base, just the top of the 7th inning, so Iowa Western will hit in the bottom half of this inning. But Southeastern a chance to take the lead as Epp misses inside. Up a 5-7 record, 65 innings, 81 hits, 54 runs, 41 earned runs, 45 strikeouts, 22 walks. And she hits Podorf with the second pitch. Well, now runners on first and second. Still nobody out. And Izzy Collins at the plate. She's doubled and struck out looking. The runner at second, the responsibility of Reamer. As Collins shows bunt. Pitch misses outside. 2-2 here in the top of the 7th. A single, a triple, and a double has tied this game. Collins tried to drop a bunt down. Count at 1 ball and 1 strike. I guess she'll be bunting again. On deck, Cameron Bailey is 0 for 3. Trying to move the runners up to second and third. Right now at first and second. Lowney out at second. And Collins takes a strike on the outside corner. Big strike there for Epp. And Epp a long look in. Now the 1-2 pitch. Missed high and tight. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 count on Collins. She's doubled, walked, and struck out the 2-2. Drives one down the third baseline. The 2-2 for Collins. He struck out looking in the 5th. Still nobody out here in the 7th. 2-2 ball game. Runners on first and second. Missed away. 3-2. Well, now the count is full on Collins. And a chance. Big pitch coming here. The 3-2. Popped up and out of play. Epp came in, hit Podorf. Well, now it's gone 3-2 on Collins. The pitch popped up again and out of play. Another full count pitch coming from Epp. Driven into left field. That's going to get down for a hit. Everybody moves up a base. Collins' second hit of the game. And the bases are loaded with nobody out for Cameron Bailey. What a turn of events. Iowa Western led 2-0 entering this inning. And Southeastern with 4 hits in the inning. Well, Bailey takes a big cut and swings through it. They've already scored 2 to tie it. Now they're trying to take the lead. The 0-1 popped up, short center field. Gregory coming in, makes the catch, and the runner will hold at third. Gregory had to run a long way to get there, and she was able to. And now there's 1 out. Iowa Western stranded the bases loaded. Reamer was able to strand the bases loaded in the first inning by Southeastern. Here we go with 1 out and the bases loaded again. Driven into right field, ball on the run. It's going to get down. 1 run will score. Here comes the second runner to the plate. She'll score. Into second base goes Smithburg, and it's 4-2 Southeastern. A 2-run double by Smithburg has scored 2. And another pitching change for Iowa Western as Southeastern has taken a 4-2 lead. 4 runs in the 7th. Iowa Western will have the top of their order. Well, it'll be 2, 3, and 4 up in their half of the 7th. Well, this game far from over. Iowa Western was just 3 outs away from clinching a spot in the championship game against Indian Hills. Now it's Southeastern who's just 3 outs away from clinching a spot in the championship game against Indian Hills. So 1 out here in the 7th. The 5th hit of the inning for Southeastern. And 4 runs.
Number 14, Laura Pence.
And Laura Pence will stand in with runners on second and third. And she bunts towards the pitcher, and that's going to be good enough. As Pence gets the bunt down, scoring is Collins. And it's 5-2. 1-4 on the putout. The RBI for Pence. The pitcher in is Avery Doucette. She misses inside. But 2 outs now in the inning. And 5-2. Southeastern has Price at the plate. She drives one out to right center field. On the run and making the catch is Natalie Gunn.
For the Blackhawks in the top of the
Southeastern rallies for 5 runs in the 7th when they're trailing 2-0 entering this inning. They get 4 hits,
Gregory, Lee, Beebe.
5 hits, and 5 runs. No errors, and leave 1. We'll head into the bottom of the 7th. Iowa Western now needs 3 to tie it. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Lily Gregory, Tyler Lee, and Cassidy Beebe. As now Rosado is pitching to put her team in the championship game against Indian Hills. And Iowa Western season now on the line as they're down to their final 3 outs. What a game this has been. It was 2-0 Reavers. You wondered if that bases loaded, no out situation would come back to haunt the Reavers. They had the bases loaded with nobody out. Beebe struck out looking, and then Reamer lined into a double play. And right now, that's looking big. Very big. As Southeastern with a 5-2 lead. Gregory will lead it off. for Iowa Western.
Leading off the bottom
As the
of
Reavers
seventh
need a
inning for the
couple of
Reavers,
runners
the
on
center
base to
fielder,
bring the
number
tying
7,
run to the
Lily
plate.
Gregory.
Gregory is 0 for 2. She's flown out to left and flown out to center. Also has walked. Rosado looks in. Hits the outside corner for strike one. Rosado trying to get the complete game. He's allowed just 6 hits. The 0-1. It's a ground ball, right side. Smithburg dives, makes the play, and she's able to throw out Gregory. So 1 away here in the 7th. And Iowa Western out of their final 2 outs. Tyler Lee will stand in.
Number 14, Tyler Lee.
She's got a single. She's also bounced to the pitcher and reached on a fielder's choice. One out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Driven deep down the left field line, but well foul. Way out in front of that pitch was Lee. And an 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch missed away. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, bottom of the 7th, 5-2 Southeastern. All 5 runs coming in the top of the 7th for the Blackhawks. Popped up and foul. 1 ball, 2 strike count on Lee. As he's trying to get on base. The 1-2 missed away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 popped up and out of play. And someone's truck just barely avoided possible disaster. 2 ball, 2 strike count with 1 out here in the 7th. It's driven out to deep right center field. Long run over and sliding and making the catch is Izzy Collins. Was a little bit blocked on that, trying to look through the second base out to see where the ball was, and Collins made the sliding catch. And now Cassidy Beebe will stand in. The final hope for Iowa Western and Southeastern just 1 out away from playing Indian Hills in the championship game. Beebe trying to get on. Iowa Western needs a couple of bloops and a blast to tie the game. 5-2 Southeastern. The 0-1 foul back. So now the Reavers down to just 1 strike. And Southeastern 1 strike away from punching themselves into the championship game. The 0-2 missed away. They had to come back to beat MCC yesterday in elimination game. Today they've come back against Iowa Western in the 7th inning in the elimination game. The 1-2 missed inside. And the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck the pitcher Reamer. The 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. It's a ground ball towards third, fielded by Lowney. The throw is in time, and Southeastern has knocked off Iowa Western. And Southeastern wins it with a 5-run 7th inning as they come all the way back, trailing 2-0 going into the 7th. Southeastern gets a single from Rosado to lead it off. A run-scoring triple by Geiger made it 2-1. Lowney with an RBI double tied the game at 2. Podorf was hit by a pitch to load the bases. Collins singled actually to load the bases. Bailey flew out, and then Smithburg with the 2-run double put Southeastern ahead at 4-2. Got another RBI from Pence on the bunt. Went up 5-2, and it will be Southeastern and Indian Hills in our championship game coming up in just a little bit here on the Tiger Sports Network. As what a game that was. Southeastern comes from behind and defeats Iowa Western 5-2. Indian Hills stands just one win away from clinching the Region 11 championship. Southeastern has to win twice. So if they win the game against Indian Hills, we would play a winner-take-all game tomorrow. But the first game in the championship series will be coming up here in just a little bit. Final score in our elimination game, Southeastern comes from behind, beats Iowa Western 5-2. We'll take a break for a little bit and then be back with the championship between Indian Hills and Southeastern on the Tiger Sports Network.